6. Meanwhile, deep in the ocean. Meanwhile, deep in the ocean, but not so very far from the Isle of Berk, a real sea dragon such as old Wrinkly had been describingly laying sleeping on the seabed. He was indescribably large. He had been there so long that he almost seemed to be a part of the ocean floor itself, a great underwater mountain, covered in shells and barnacles, some of his limbs half buried in the sand. Generations after generations of little hermit crabs had been born and died in this dragon's ears. Hundreds and hundreds of years he had slept, because he had had a rather large meal. He had had the luck to catch a Roman legion camping on a cliff top. They were completely cut off, and he had spent an enjoyable afternoon wolfing down the whole lot of them, from the commanding officer to the lowest private. Horses, chariots, shields and spears. The entire lot went down the ravious reptilian gullet. And while things such as golden chariots' wheels are an additional source of fibre to a dragon's diet, they do take some time to digest. The dragon had crawled down into the depths of the ocean and goes into a sleep coma. Dragons can stay in this suspended status for eternity, half dead, half alive, buried under fathoms after fathoms of icy cold sea water. Not a muscle of this particular dragon had moved for 6 or 7 centuries. But the previous week, a killer whale who had chased some seals unexpectedly deep was surprised to notice a slight movement in the upper eyelid of the dragon's right eye, and an ancestral memory stirred in the whale's brain, and he swam away from there as fast as his fins could carry him. And a week later, the sea around the Dragon Mountain, which had previously been teeming with crabs and lobsters and shoals of fish, was a great underwater desert. Not a mollusk stirred nor a scallop shimmered. The only sign of life for miles and miles was the rapid jerking of both the dragon's eyelids, fluttering up and down as if the dragon had suddenly gone into a lighter sleep and was dreaming. Who knows what dark dreams?